Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. In this part we will see the Schrodinger time independent equation. So let us begin our topic with this time independent Schrodinger equation. So before that we know the time dependent Schrodinger equation is, let me write, the time dependent Schrodinger equation is I h cut, this is your iota, h cut, partial derivative of the psi, that is with respect to the time, dou psi by dou t. Psi is the function of here r and t, that is your position and also your time, and that is equal to minus h cut square divided by 2m delta square, this is your del operator square, psi of rt, that is your position and time, plus the potential energy u of rt into psi of rt. Okay, it means the psi is the function of rt and u also the function of rt. This is suppose equation number 1, and this is known as the time dependent Schrodinger equation that we have already discussed. So now if I will consider that the potential energy function in this equation, if it will not depend on the time, let me write, when the potential energy function will not depend on time, then we can write the psi of rt, then this psi of rt can be written as psi of r, that is the psi will depend on the r position, and I will take another function that is your f, and it is the function of time. And here let me write psi of r is the spatial variable, it means it will depend on the space coordinate only, it is the spatial variable, and this f of t is the function of time, it is the function of time. Okay, now if I will this psi of rt, if I will put this in the equation 1, let me write, putting this in equation 1, now I can write in place of psi, that is psi of rt, I will write psi of r into f of t. Since here you can see the partial derivative with respect to t, you have to take with respect to t. So here we can consider this psi of r to be constant, so it can be taken outside. So I will write psi of r here into iota h bar dou by dou t of, this is just simply f of t. Okay, and that is equal to minus h bar square divided by 2m, and here also I will write here delta square, psi of rt, delta is the operator, so you know, let me write here delta equal to like dou by dou x I cap plus dou by dou y into j cap, and so on. And if I write delta square, then this is simply del square by del s square plus del square by del y square, and so on. So basically we can say that this del operator, it will only depend on the space coordinate or the position coordinate. So here we can consider this f of t to be constant, so it can be written here, and here it will be delta square psi of r, and also we can write this is your plus u, that is u is the function of rt, I will write u of r, since potential energy will not depend on time, I will write u of r into your f of t into psi of r. In place of psi of rt, I am simply substituting psi of r into f of t. There are two different functions, that is one depend on the space coordinate and another depend on the time coordinate. So now we can write it as, so this is equal to, I can write this is equal to, if I will take common f of t, then this will be minus h square square divided by 2m into delta square plus u of r, this whole into psi of r. Okay. Now here if I will divide, let me write dividing both sides by psi of r and f of t, psi of r, f of t. So we get this psi of r get cancelled. This will be simply I h bar into 1 by f of t into, since it only depends on the t, so I can write this is your total derivative d of f of t divided by dt here, and that is equal to this f of t get cancelled. That will be simply 1 by psi of r whole into minus h square divided by 2m delta square plus u of r whole into psi of r. That is the total term I have written here. So in this expression now you can see the left hand side, this total term, it will depend only on the time coordinate, and the right hand side term, it will only depend on the space coordinate. Okay, so let me write the left hand side of the above equation, depends on time and independent of r and independent of r. And also here the RHS of, or let me write RHS depends on r vector and but independent of t, but it is independent of t. Therefore each side must be equal to some constant which is independent of both r and t, which is independent of both r vector and t. Now let me give that constant name is suppose E. Let the constant be capital E, that is the separation constant. This is known as your separation constant, because here we have separated the position coordinate and the time coordinate. That is, one depend only on the time coordinate and independent of r, and another term, that is your total term, the right hand side term, only depends on the r and it is independent of t. Okay, that's why we have considered this total term, that is, if I will write it here, so that is equal to some constant, that is your E. Okay, now here if I will write this individual term, so let me write the left hand side term, that is your I h bar 1 by f of t df of t by dt equal to E. So let me write the first expression. So let me first give this equation number to be, this is your equation number 2 suppose. Now here I can write, this is your I h bar df of t divided by dt, that is equal to E. Okay, this is your one equation. And another expression you can see here, this is your, on the right hand side, this is 1 by psi of r minus h square by 2m delta square plus u of r whole into psi of r. So let me write it here. This is 1 by psi of r into minus h cot square divided by 2m delta square plus u of r whole into psi of r. This is your psi of r, and that is equal to e. This is your equation number 4. So we got two equations, that is equation number 3 and 4. Now from this equation 3, this also can be written as this equation 3 implies this is your df of t divided by dt, that is equal, if I will divide this IH cot term on the right hand side, so we can write this is your one f of t term is also present here. Let me show you. Here is 1 by f of t term is present here. So let me write it here. This is your IH cot. 1 by f of t is also present here. So if I will multiply this f of t term on the right hand side, so this will be, again I can write this is your f of t divided by IH cot. So IH bar is divided here into E. And further it can be written as, so this is your d, let me write again, df of t divided by dt, that is equal to f of t divided by IH bar into E. If I will divide iota and multiply iota, then this will be simply, you can see here, if I will divide iota and multiply iota in the denominator as well as numerator, this I into I, that will be I square will be minus 1. So this will be minus iota f of t divided by h bar into E. And now combiningly, I can write the total expression as df of t, this is your df of t divided by dt plus iota divided by h cot into f of t into E, that is equal to 0. Let me give this equation number to be 5. So this is the first order linear and homogeneous differential equation with a constant coefficient. So let me write, this is the first order, this is the first order linear and homogeneous differential equation, homogeneous differential equation with constant coefficients, So its solution is f of t equal to, we can write f of t, that is equal to exponential minus iota divided by h cot into E into t. So this is the solution of the equation number 5. Okay. Now the next is, again you can see here, from this expression, that is when we have separated this two term, that is one depend on the time coordinate and another depends on the space coordinate. So we got the two expression or the two equations. Now we will consider this equation, that is your equation number 4 here, and I will solve that equation. Let me write that equation. So simply I will multiply this psi of r on the right hand side and I will write the whole expression, that is your minus h cot square by 2m delta square plus u of r whole into psi of r equal to E into psi of r. So let me write. So now this equation 4 implies minus h bar square divided by 2m into delta square plus u of r whole into psi of r that is equal to E into psi of r. Okay, or this can also be written as, or this is your delta square. If I will divide throughout by minus h cot square by 2m, so you can write delta square minus, this will be, since we will divide minus h cot square by 2m, so I can write it here, this will be minus 2m by h cot square into u of r, this whole into psi of r, and that is equal to, also here I will write minus 2m by h cot square into E psi of r. Okay, so here you can write, we have dividing throughout by minus h cot square divided by 2m. Okay, now here this is our final expression. Now we can write it as, this is your, or delta square plus 2m by h bar square. If I will take this right hand side term into the left hand side, this will be plus 2m by h cot square whole into E minus this u of r minus u of r whole into psi of r, that is equal to 0. This equal to 0. Or I can also write this expression as, or this is your delta square psi of r plus 2m by h bar square into E minus u of r whole into psi of r, that is equal to 0. So it doesn't involve time. Okay, this expression, it doesn't involve time. So let me give a box here. So this is the Schrodinger time independent equation in 3 dimensions. This is the Schrodinger, time independent equation in 3D. And also you will write here, it doesn't involve time. It doesn't involve time. It doesn't involve time. And the solution of this equation, so the solution is, let me give this equation number 6. The solution is psi of RT equal to, we can write now, this is just psi of r into exponential minus iota et divided by h cot. Because you know from this expression f of t equal to exponential minus iota divided by h cot into et. Okay, and also we have considered here that psi of rt can be written as psi of r into f of t. So from this expression we can write, this is just psi of rt equal to psi of r into this f of t term. So for that I can write this psi of rt equal to psi of r into exponential minus iota et by h cot. So this is your final expression. This is your equation number 7. Now if I write this Schrodinger time independent equation for the 1D and 2D, so let me write it combiningly. In 3D, if I write first the time independent Schrodinger equation, I will write first the 3 dimension. In 3D. Okay, so first of all I will write for the 3 dimension, we know this is your delta square. In place of delta square I will write, this is your dou square divided by dou x square plus dou square divided by dou y square plus dou square divided by dou z square, this whole into psi of xyz. Psi of r means this is your psi of xyz plus 2m by h cot square into e minus u of r, this whole into psi of xyz, that is equal to 0, psi of xyz, and that is equal to 0. This is just time independent Schrodinger equation in 3 dimension. You cannot see any expression for the t. Now if you write for the 2 dimension, so in 2D, so we can write here, this is your dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square, this whole into psi of xy plus 2m by h cot square, 2m by h bar square, this whole into e minus u of r, e minus u of r, and here there are only the two coordinate, there is psi of xy, and that is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the time independent Schrodinger equation in the 2 dimension. Now we will write for the 1 dimension. Now in 1 dimension, so we can write this is equal to only one component will present, that is dou square by dou x square into psi of x plus 2m by h bar square into e minus u of r, this whole into, sorry, u of r means it only depends on the x coordinate, so I will write only x, and here in this place let me correct this. So simply this r means here, let me write it, so this u of r means here, this is your u of xyz, so let me write this is your u of x, y and z, and here this u of r means this is your u of xy in the 2 dimension, this is your x and y, and here in the 1 dimension I can write this is your u of x, psi of x, that is equal to 0. Okay, so this is your time independent Schrodinger equation in 1D, 2D and 3D. Now in the next class we will see what is the significance of this separation constant energy. Okay, that is your the energy constant. You can see here I have written it here. You can see while we are separated this term, this is your energy constant, or this is simply called as the constant or the separation constant, and I have denoted this as E. Now in the next class we will see what is the significance of this separation constant E. Okay, so this is all for today. That is your time independent Schrodinger equation in 1D, 2D and 3D. If you have any doubt, can ask me in the comment section. Thank you all.